Hi, my name is Tulke Samuel and I'm the founder of Flit. I created Flit because I live in Africa and I know that there are urgent problems in the African transportation system that need to be solved. There are currently 100 cities in Africa with population more than 500,000 inhabitants. That sums up to 140 million people living in cities only. On top of that, Africa has the highest urbanization rate in the world. Unfortunately, the transportation sector in Africa is one of the most inefficient, expensive and unreliable systems in the world. If you live in countries like DR Congo, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Madagascar, Ethiopia, Senegal, Algeria or Tunisia, I'm sure you already know what I'm talking about. In these countries, the only available transport alternative apart from the bus is a very inefficient and unreliable taxi system. To book a cab, citizens have to physically go down the street, wait for hours, and hope that the taxi driver will drive on that road. If a taxi stops, two scenarios can happen. Either the taxi will tell you that he does not go towards your destination, or he will just charge you a very expensive rate. For riders, taxi seems to never be there when you need them, like late at night or in a pouring rain. And taxi drivers have their cabs empty 30 to 50% of the time. Most drivers live near or at the poverty line. And people have heard about ride-sharing applications like Uber, Lyft or Grab. Are these apps currently available in sub-Saharan or Francophone African region? The answer is no. That is because their model does not currently fit in the African context. Flit is the first ride-hailing application tailor-made for the African market. It connects drivers and riders through the means of technology. This is how it works. Riders can request for rides at the press of a button on their smartphone. Then drivers can bid fair price on an open market and see other drivers bid. Once a driver accepts an offer, the platform will process the rider's payment. When a ride is finished, the payment will be released into the driver's wallet instantly. Best of all, Flit allows riders to pay through the means of mobile money transfer like Orange Money. The main difference between Uber and Flit is the fact that Flit drivers are primarily taxi drivers. In a typical ride-sharing application like Uber, anyone can literally become a driver given that they own a car and a smartphone. What next is obvious. Uber is flooding the market with thousands of inexperienced drivers, and the taxi drivers are losing their jobs. Unlike Uber, Flit empowers existing taxi drivers instead of kicking them out of a business. What makes Flit unique is the fact that it is very scalable. Flit can expand anywhere given that the taxi system still exists. And almost every country in the world still have the taxi service in a way or another. Flit's mission is to empower existing drivers instead of competing with them. Hence, our goal is to not just become a ride-hailing marketplace for the African region. Our plan is to disrupt the entire ride-hailing industry.